Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I just showed you guys how to recreate this look that I did for the Black Panther movie that me and my boyfriend went and saw Friday night. Awesome movie, you have to check it out. But I just did this super glowy, warm, sultry, queen-like look for the movie that night and added a little bit of tribal makeup to add a little bit of spice to the look. This is a super easy look that I don't mind sharing with you guys because I know everyone is wanting to go to the movies just in full-on character. So please continue to watch this video if you're interested in this look. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And please don't forget to hit the gray bell on your way out. That way you don't miss an upload from me. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay guys, so I'm starting out with a primer, and I say primer because I have not used any of my typical primers as of lately. Usually I use my Tarte Clean Slate and Poreless, but since my skin has been so dry due to the winter and the weather, I have substituted oils as my primer, and it has been working seamlessly, tremendously. I'm like in love with it. If I can continue it in the summer, then I am. The oil that I use just also to hydrate my skin on a day-to-day basis anyway, I'm using the Derma E Essentials Radiant Glow Facial Oil, and they are in partnership with Sunkissed Alba, who is also here on YouTube. And this just has jojoba, argan, and sea buckthorn oils in it. This stuff is super duper duper moisturizing and amazing for your skin. Makes your skin feel like butter. It's just smooth and seamless. And it does have a little bit of, I don't know if you guys can see that, looks like glitter, but it's not. It's just I think it's the mica that is in it also. And it has just a light natural scent. Absolutely love this stuff. So I just do a few drops. Oh, almost dropped some onto my shirt. So I already have on my regular moisturizer, which is my e.l.f. moisturizer, but I put that on and then I go back in with the Sky to just add that extra layer of protection, because it's just a face moisturizer in this dry Texas weather, whether it's hot or cold, it's not enough, especially during the winter time. And while I'm allowing that to soak in, I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows off camera. So as you guys can see, my brows are already on. It's like magic, isn't it? So we're gonna go ahead and get into, we're gonna go ahead and get into our face. With this look, I wanted it to be more about the skin and less about kind of the eyes and anything else. But of course, it still did a little bit of jazziness on the eyes, so I used my Fenty Beauty foundation in the colors 410 and 430. I just mixed those two to get my good shade. Making sure I drag it down the neck and get as close to my hairline and my ears as possible. So I have my foundation on. Now I'm just going to go ahead and apply my concealer, and I'll be mixing in two shades, and two different brands actually. So I'm using my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow in, I think it's Deep, in Cocoa. So in Cocoa, and then using my Sephora Bright Future Correcting Concealer in the color Melon. I love the way this foundation sits on the skin. So pretty. This concealer is really good. You just have to kind of let it set up because it's so thin. I'm used to using, of course, something like a NARS Creamy Radiant. But once you let it set up just a little bit before blending it out, it's such a good concealer. It does not dry out the under eye, which is what I like about it, because my under eye can tend to get pretty dry and I don't like it. And now I'm going in with the Sephora Bright Future Correcting Concealer in the color Melon. I'm gonna let those two set up really quick. And while those set up, I'll go ahead and prep my eyes for eyeshadow. I was about to say for foundation, for eyeshadow. So I'm just using my NYX eyeshadow base in the color Milk. I'm using the pot. Usually I have my stick, but today we're just going to use the pot. I'm just going to go ahead and place that all over the lid and blend it out just a little bit. Just going to blend it with this fluffy brush by Real Techniques. It's their Deluxe Crease Brush. Right now, we're just gonna go back into our concealer and go ahead and blend it out. I like to blend it out with this Real Techniques sponge. It is the pink one. I do also have the orange one, but this one I like for my concealers because it's perforated. I don't know if you guys can see that. Probably not, it's not gonna pick it up on camera, but it is perforated and it gives you kind of an airbrush seamless blend. So I love using this guy for my concealer. You can just pick these up at Ulta. Now I'm gonna go ahead and set my under eye concealer with the Sacha Buttercup powder. This stuff lasts you for freaking ever. I've had this for about 2 years now and it is still filled to the brim. So I just usually take what's already in the lid, take the same pink sponge from Real Techniques and get a little bit, dust off the excess back into the lid, and then take that and I start from the outside going in so that the majority of the product doesn't sit right up under the eye where I have a few little wrinkles who aren't paying any rent, by the way. So that's just what I like to blend my concealer out. Makes it so smooth. See this eye? And then see this eye. And I'm just going to take the edge of this sponge, this little round edge, and go ahead and get a line going for my contour cleanup. This look is fairly easy. And it's also a lot of fun. I wore this to the movies the other day when we went and saw Black Panther, and I got a lot of good compliments on it. So next up, I'm gonna go ahead and do our contour. I like using various powders for my contour, but lately I have went ahead and switched to cream because I find that it just sits on the skin a lot better. So I have been using the NYX Wonder Stick, and I think this is Deep. Yeah, and deep. So I just take the darker in here and draw on my lines with this. It just gives a nice, more natural, warm contour to me instead of any gray undertone, because gray undertone contour powders on me just don't look good. It makes my makeup look really muddy. So I definitely recommend this one if you guys have been looking for like cream contour. And Anastasia Beverly Hills also has a good one too. She has a whole palette that is awesome. But I like this stick because it's just quick and easy. I just draw on my contour where I want it, like on the sides, under my lip. A little action. I like to do it on my jawline because I like a really nice, precise point. And then a little bit up here on my forehead. I do not have a big forehead, but I just like to do that whenever my hair is back to kind of blend into my hairline a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and blend out my concealer. I just like to do it with the same sponge, except for I use the pointy end. And I just blend it out and blend upwards. Like that. because you can see that line that we put down there with our Sacha Buttercup creates just a nice, fine, clean line for our contour. Just lightly go down the side and a little tidbit up under the tip of my nose. Contouring isn't always part of my makeup routine, but for this look, I definitely used it. And I just blend outward and down the side of my nose. Blend this guy out just a little bit. And I like to blend it up into the corners of my nose right here, in between my eyes. That way, it just snatches all that in, you know, just snatch it. So next I'm gonna go ahead and set my contour with powder, and I like to do that with my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit, and I just like to use the color right here on the end, which set it in the color Havana, which is this color here on the end. At my contour, I just went into my eye look, and the eyes, I just used one palette, which I'm so excited about. I picked this up the other day from Ulta. I don't know if you guys know, but Morphe has teamed up with Ulta and started putting some of their products into Ulta stores. At my Ulta, they had a few brushes. They had this palette that I'm about to use here, and I think that was it. Also, there are other brands that are now coming just from being online and coming into Ulta too, which I will talk about in a separate video with you guys. But this is the Morphe 3502, make sure I want to get this name right, 3502 Second Nature palette. This palette is gorgeous. It's so warm and so vibrant. Just look at these colors. Like, this whole row spoke volumes to me whenever I saw this palette. I was like, oh yeah, I'm getting that. I am getting that. This palette is super blendable. The shadows are so pigmented. I absolutely loved it. And it did come with this little sheet here that has the names of each shadow on top. So I'll be sure to put the names of the shadows that I'm using down in the bar below if I don't forget to call them out in the video. So the first thing we want to do is go ahead and set our concealer that is under the brow bone and the cream that is on our eye. So I'm going to go into the color, I think, Orb. Actually, I'm going to go into the color Pure, which is this color right here. And set up under my brow bone, and I'm sorry, that color is actually Universal. So I'm going to go into Universal to set up under my brow bone and just all over the lid to set all of those cream based products. And I'm just using the same fluffy brush that we used to just place that product on. I'm done placing that product all over the eye and making sure everything is set, I'm going into the color Orb, which is this guy right here, to go ahead and place that into our crease. I'm using my crease blending brush by Real Techniques to just blend that out seamlessly. Such a beautiful, warm color. I love, 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 love this palette. You guys should definitely pick it up if you see it in stores, and if not, I'm pretty sure they have it online on Ulta.com and also on Morphe. So pretty. Next up, after placing that color into the crease, I'm going into the color Heat, which is right up under Orb, and placing that right below Orb into the lower crease in the outer corner of the eye. Such a beautiful red, robust brick color. Absolutely love this one. So I'm just placing that where we want it first, and I'm using the same brush, and then I'm going to go ahead and blend it out. And I'm going to go back into Orb with a different brush. Just going to use this guy here. This is just an old e.l.f. brush that I have. I don't know exactly which one it is specifically. And make sure I just build that back up so that it just doesn't get washed out. So freaking pretty. This palette, I'm in love with it. In love. After going into the color Orb, again, I'm going to the color Sauce. Sorry, I'm looking at the sheet here. I'm going into the color Sauce, and that color is just going to go all over our lid from the center into the inner corners of our eye. And I'm just going to pick that color up with a flat shader brush as soon as I find it. Here we go. This color, let me forewarn you guys, I'm trying to pick a little bit up on my brush first just to place it, and then we'll go in and spray our brush. But look at that. Look at how beautiful that color is. Just gonna place it on the eye. And to be so honest, I don't even believe that I sprayed my brush whenever I did this look. I think I just packed the color on, and the intensity was from the shadow alone. So freaking gorgeous. Look at that. So pretty. This will probably be the color that I hit pan on first. First shimmer that I hit pan on. Where we want it. So sorry guys, my camera cut off during filming, but it's okay. So I just went ahead and placed the color Sauce all over the lid, and I think I got it as intense as I want it. So there we go. I'm going to go ahead and go into our inner corner highlight, which I use the color Pure for. First, I just went ahead and placed it, and then I go ahead and build it up to the intensity that I want. And now I'm just going to take a small shader brush and do my under eye, and I'm just going to use those same three colors that we originally used, which were Orb, Heat, and Sauce up under the eye. First going into Orb. Okay, sorry about that guys, my battery crashed yet again, but I just went ahead and placed those three colors up under the eye and blended it out with this brush right here. It's just a small shader brush by e.l.f. Once I blended that out, I'm just gonna go ahead with our crease brush, lid brush that we use, and go back into Sauce and kind of place that just in the center on the lash line if you can. I know some people's lash lines get a little bit watery, but I just like placing a little bit under the lash line. So once I have my look how I want it, how my shadows, I want them nice and intense, Then I go ahead and do a little bit of liner across the top of my lid into the lash line. But I don't do a wing with this look just because I wanted it, like I said, this is going to be focused on more so skin, which we will get right back into after doing our liner. So once I have gone into, sorry, my eyes are watering. So once I have gone into my liner, then my eye is complete. With this look, I didn't wear any lashes or anything. I just went ahead and put on some mascara, and you guys already know the mascara of choice was the Better Than Sex mascara by Too Faced. So I'm just gonna apply this off camera really quick, and then we can get back into the skin part of our makeup look. So I just went ahead and applied 2 coats of mascara to my lashes just to make them pop and stand out. And now we're gonna get back into the face. So what I did next is go ahead and go into a little bit of blush slash highlighter. And I say that because I'm using Sephora blush in Hot Flush. So pretty, warm, and it has a beautiful gold reflects in it. So pretty. See that? Woo! Now we're gonna go into my favorite part and get into a little bit of highlighter. So I'm using the Carly Bible palette, BH Cosmetics. Spraying my brush here. And I'm going to use these 2 colors right here on the end. The bronze shade and the gold shade. I just dip my brush into both and then apply my highlighter. More so the bronze than the gold. And just start to lightly brush that on. So pretty. Just makes your skin so glowy and warrior-like. On the nose, down the center. So pretty. A little bit on my Cupid's bow. A little bit more on my Cupid's bow. Yes. So after I have went in with our highlighter, our look is almost done. Now we just need to add the white dots onto our face. With this look, I did 3 white dots across the brow and then 2 white dots down the center of the nose. I just took the back of my brush, just any brush that you have. I just used this small shader and went into my NYX cream pot in milk, dipped the back of it in, got some product, put the excess on the back of my hand so that could also warm the product up. And then I just go ahead and create my dots. And you can create these dots wherever you like on your face. I just like mine across my brows and a little bit down my nose. So I just kind of started at my arch and went in towards the center of the brow. So they're nice and opaque. Just went into a little bit more product, just like that. Really, really simple. And then I did some smaller dots with a smaller brush, which I believe I may have just grabbed this guy. Same thing, went into the product, and I had some smaller dots on the outside of my brow, right above my arch. And then I used the smaller brush to make the dots going down the center. Just went ahead and went across my Cupid's bow with the end of this brush, the actual brush tip. Cleaned it off because it's the same brush that I use for my liner. And I just go into my Cupid's bow and lightly go across the top of my lips. Like such. And that's it, guys. I'm just gonna go ahead and set this look with a little bit of spray. Don't breathe. That, guys, is the finished look. Like I said, it's super duper easy. My spray is just still drying, but this is the look that I used for the night that we went and saw Black Panther. It's super easy, and it should take you maybe about 30 minutes to do. It doesn't take long at all. All the products that I use are inexpensive for the most part, besides my foundation. And you should just have fun with the look no matter what. Even if you can't get your dots to look right, they don't have to be perfect. They don't have to be in the same space that mine are in. Put them wherever you want, have fun. Do different tribal symbols or whatever you want on your face. Just make sure that you have fun with the look and enjoy the movie. If you guys have any questions, comments, make sure you leave those down in the comment box below. And leave your IG handles so that way I can check out your pictures that you guys did for this look to recreate it for the movie, or if you just wanted to recreate the look just to have fun with it. Thank you guys so much for watching my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. And from there, I just went ahead and, hello.